Imagine a team so engaged, so focused, they consistently exceed every expectation. What's the foundation for that success? A leader who doesn't simply assign tasks, but brings clarity, meaning, and impact to each part of the team's day-to-day work. This leadership approach is precisely what fuels our most impactful teams here at Google. So how do you paint a clear picture like that for your team? The first step to getting clarity for the team is to look outside the team, to the organization as a whole. Start by making sure you understand the organization's direction, talk with your own leadership, and connect with your peers to understand the company's current priorities and challenges, and how your team can help. Once you have that context, you're ready to set the team's goals. Connect with the team and discuss, what can our team do to help move the organization forward? Then, you can decide on the concrete goals you'll set as a team to achieve that impact. Next, break down those team goals into smaller, individual goals. These individual goals should be clear enough for the team member to take personal ownership of and feel connected to the larger picture. Now, let's look at how goals at every level, from the organization to the individual, are linked and build upon each other to create a unified outcome. Here's an example. A company I was with aimed to boost annual revenue, and my team's goal was to contribute by growing our sales by 10%. My team and I decided that the most effective way to grow sales was to focus on our existing client base. We then broke that down into a tangible individual goal. Each team member was challenged to make 5 new friends, which meant building relationships with 5 new contacts in their existing accounts to uncover and pitch new opportunities to grow revenue. So how do you ensure your goals are not just aspirations, but achievable blueprints for success? Let me share an approach called SMART Goals that has helped me translate vision into reality when it comes to great goal building. SMART Goals follow a clear framework. They are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. High-performing teams use this method because it helps them track their progress and makes it more likely that they'll succeed. Let's look at my earlier example of our team's goal through the SMART lens. Our goal was specific because it clearly defined the desired outcome, a 10% increase in sales. It was measurable because that 10% is a concrete number. We could track it, we could verify it, and we knew exactly when we hit the mark. We knew that it was attainable because our finance team gave us data that showed it was realistic for the team. The goal was also relevant because it directly contributed to the company's larger goal of business growth. So everyone on the team could see how their work was part of that bigger picture. And finally, time-bound. We had a clear deadline by the end of the year. This created a sense of focus and urgency for the team. Now, great SMART goals aren't created alone. Whenever possible, work with team members throughout the goal-setting process. This isn't just about gaining their insights, it's about tapping into their motivations. When they help shape the goals, they become more invested in them. As the team makes progress toward a goal, it's a good idea to periodically reevaluate if the goal still makes sense and can actually be achieved. My philosophy here is to control the controllables. Sometimes unexpected problems pop up, resources shift, or the company priorities change. If you need to change a goal, make sure you talk it through with the team. Help them understand why things are changing and how it affects their work. When you set clear, meaningful goals, you connect the dots between your organization's goals and exactly what the team will do. You're setting your team up for success because they know exactly what they're aiming for and why it matters.